That was my question.
And I see that Marshmallow is mother henning you.
In this wind, I don't mind.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Octi. Hello, Foxfire. Hello, Cold Silver. Hello, Ripley. Ah, yeah, it's been one of those days. But we're here. We're alive.
Yes.
Just to give everyone a heads up, I will also put a reminder at the end of the show. While we initially were thinking about doing the new Rebellion stuff on Monday, we are going to have to postpone until Tuesday. So we will go live Tuesday starting at 9:30 Pacific. The reason for this is SE just announced this morning that they're doing all worlds maintenance Monday night. Right in the middle of our stream time.
At 10, so we'd have about half an hour.
Yeah, that's no good. So we will postpone that until Tuesday. I am so sorry for the delay, but it is not our it's not anything
not
we
our
did.
Call.
Yes, it is not our call. And I am surrounded by chocobos. Marshmallow, will you get your feathers out of my face? I think you're adorable, but
in this wind, I'll take all the heat I can get. We have a blizzard blowing through.
Yeah, also we seem to be suffering from really bad internet weather. I'm watching my connection literally going up and down like a yo-yo. So I apologize greatly in advance. It seems to be an outside cable issue.
You're zero at the moment.
Oh.
And you're at kilobits per second.
Okay.
Yeah, it's literally going from green to nothing to yellow to red to green again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, people. Yeah, it's quite stormy here. But every year at about in the middle of winter, Comcast in our area gets kind of loopy because there's a lot of people on the loop and they refuse to add the hardware that they need to support it. Well, that seemed to be pushed off by about 3 months this time.
2 months. It usually happens in December, right around my week off.
Yeah, which is always really annoying.
And it's not that they necessarily refuse to, put in the equipment because it gets better. So if it is the cable loop getting overloaded, they do put in the new equipment. It's just we have a half month of poor internet when it gets overloaded, and then they decide, maybe we should do something about this.
Yeah, so
anyway,
we apologize for the internet weather. There's unfortunately not much we can do, so we're just going to kind of press on and hope things clear up as we go along. Knock on wood.
Okay, Edwin. Back, are you? Took your time, too. Yeah, sorry, it took us a week. Hope that means something good for my ceruleum. We don't have any ceruleum. Would you like some cherry brandywine? This particular brandywine has been aged in cherry wood barrels, giving it a sweet aroma and a deep amber hue. For all you brandywine swabs out there. Or snobs out there. Well, now, that is good news. What's this, a gift from that tight-fisted sin goat? And a handsome one it is. I'll have to forgive the wretch that fury smite me if I lie. Quite a tangled skein you unwound there, and well loosed, too. Thank you for your trouble, and just you see, those ballistas will save your hide someday.
Oh yes, I remember that, dear. When we lived in Cupertino, every time it rained, the phone stopped working.
Yes.
And this is Cupertino.
The thing is, that kind of developed over time. Because it started out fine, but it was like the last 3 years we were there that would happen.
Yeah, that's when they kind of...
the local junction box would get flooded.
Mm-hmm. Hashafon. You're staring at us like you want to give us information and send us somewhere.
Road to Redemption. Lord Hachifan is concerned for Lord Francel's well-being. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north toward the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
I know he's military, but we're not. You don't have to salute.
I didn't salute.
Or say sir.
But that's his title. Sir. S-E-R. Okay, fine.
Ow.
Be that way, you lazy bun. We are heading north to the Steel Vigil. Or what's left of it, I should say.
Double mounted like this, it's warmer.
Ooh, the big dragon fate is happening up there. Don't know if we want to deal with that. Yeah.
37%, or 39. Somebody's working it.
Yeah, someone's working it. I think we'll pass and let them work it.
Ah,
That's
come on,
one
it's
that...
only death. Or we can just deal with death.
Well, that one is really interesting if you can get it from the start and see the whole chain through.
Well, yeah. Unfit knight.
Where is Lord Francel? Please, you must find him.
He seems to be on the other side of the wall. Did you... Ah, okay.
Unsettled knight.
It's not safe here. We must flee. Okay.
And unnerved knight. So fast, so strong. We were no match. And you would leave your lordling behind. And you call yourselves knights.
And meanwhile, someone who is not armored...
Fencer?
Who goes there? Ladonia? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Yes. Grand he is. Alone be praised, you did it. But what of the others? The 3 knights who accompanied me, where are they?
They're
the other side of this wall, basically.
right over here. Okay, Miss Unfit Knight. Confound it all. We were here to redeem House Helenot if we cannot even slay a single Avis. We were fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Helenart will remember your kindness.
Well, it was Grand Avis. I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, miss. Bless you. And he runs towards Frenzel.
I'm nerved tonight. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming.
Now there's a thought.
You just want to die today, don't you?
It's a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Hallinart that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I've done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath.
Yeah, I think the internet weather is being very, very flaky. I'm sorry, guys. In other gaming news, our server has finally finished the firmament. Yay! So we've got most of that stuff.
It is very
unlocked.
firm.
It is very firm. You might even call it rock solid. But we were the last of the worlds on our little North American data center, which is Aether. However, Aether is the first one to actually complete them of all of North America. Last I checked, Europe had not finished it, but all of the Japan data centers had. So, go fig.
Yeah. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Frenzel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Erjulam has conducted his investigations. In any case, we wish to obtain his testimony. We must first clear Lord Frenzel's name, and by association, yours. Weapon 30, level 36 weapon coffer.
What am I currently on? I'm on a level 40 knife. Yeah, I'm not gonna replace that.
Level 34 pole. 34 crook. And a 34 non-green axe. You go for that one then.
Good question. What are mine at? Job classes 40, 38, 34. And it was a 36 coffer. Meh.
36 through 38 by the description.
I'm on a 29 white cane. Let's fix that.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's actually one of the canes I really like, too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's the one with the hanging bell in the center.
Mmm.
I actually have always
Yeah.
liked this one.
Okay. And back to Black Mage for now. Following the evidence, Lord Harchefon suspects that someone is conspiring against Lord Francel. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Riekman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across to Gorthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible.
Always amusing to see this behemoth just land from out of nowhere.
Okay, so down there. Up the slope, down the slope, up the slope, down the slope.
Yep. Urza's a good girl.
You're going too far.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the mini-map. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Rickman. We need to talk to you about some porters and some luggage.
Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey, now don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a House Howlin' Art man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them, neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. I reckon that means the porters are most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrime front this morning. You might consider having a word with them.
Okay. Go to the locks, go to the front, go to the locks, go to the front, go to the locks. Why do I feel like I'm on a fetch quest? I thought they got rid of those. Or at least pulled them back.
Yes, this is the streamlined version.
Yes, go to the freezer, get the box. We're helping.
We're always helping.
Plain-spoken porter who's hiding around the corner. No time to talk. We're on a tight schedule. Once we've made our deliveries here, we're to deliver parcels to Skyfire Locks. Thank you. Burp
You
brains.
can lead a chocobo to NPCs.
I know.
Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hallinar's shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search her parcels and see what you find. Don't mind if I do.
Let's start with House Hollinart.
Oh, fine.
Oh, look! A draconian rosary. And what about this one?
Huh.
Oh, look, another draconian rosary. And how about this one going to House
Then we go 3 for 3. Zamel.
Yeah, that's 3 for 3.
Nope.
Okay, Mr. Porter, what do you say about these?
Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Yeah, we only found 2. Zamel didn't have one. Draconian Rosary, the brand of an unbeliever and enemy of the Holy See. But that's impossible! Once the knight at Whitebrime front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would never have allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Haurchefant, I will not be held accountable for this. Yeah.
So a female
He
inspection
doesn't seem
officer.
very apathetic anymore.
No, I think he's legit. I'm worried about that inspection officer. What do you think?
Say what you will, my conscience is clear.
Okay.
We have disturbing news. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say?
Yeah,
No.
we found these.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like them.
More draconian rosaries? And every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hallinart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. Praise Haloni that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we're to clear his name.
Ooh, rats!
Okay, what's next? Warrior.
Really?
Yes. Because if I don't turn on tank stance now, I'll forget later. And since you're not in a tank class, I might as well have it on.
Fair enough.
In the eyes of gods and men, Lord Haurchefant needs your help to clear Lord Francel's name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hallinart were heretics. At last, we can give a lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigi. Tell her that House Fortops asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted.
Give me a second, guys. I want to check something. You don't want that. You don't want that. Probably because we're streaming. Yeah, I was wanting to see what server we're going out on, because it's just literally going up and down. But considering that I'm getting questionable audio from you through Discord,
You've had some trouble too.
I'm thinking it's just local internet weather, which is annoying to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta run with the tools we got, so... Freaky? What is it, my child? Lord Hachafon would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is impossible. Inquisitor Guillemine presently presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop, even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel's indeed innocent, he shall walk within Haloni's halls when the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Oh.
Yeah, that's small comfort.
No. In 1.0, this was actually a green verdant fields. It
all froze after the calamity.
Yep, it all became a winter wonderland after the calamity.
Now, I believe it was still, northern and somewhat chilly climate, but it wasn't always frozen in like this.
Yeah, this is...
And from what they say at one point during Heaven's Word, the temperature is slowly rising again, but it is being slow. And it's only been 5 years since the calamity. And it just basically instantly froze over after the calamity.
Yeah, it became basically a giant snowball.
Yeah.
In fact, I found out the reason for that one busted aetherite in Western Corythus.
I believe they tell you at the time, but okay.
That was actually one of the original settlement camps that you played through.
Oh, okay. I see.
And, of course, it's now a giant snowball.
Yep. And some of the other things in that zone really show just how sudden it all was. There's not so much evidence of it here. Then again, it didn't freeze quite as badly here. Yes, it gets worse. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Ladonia, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such a time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gilliam in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive.
Hello, Ace! Welcome! We're currently trying to stop the trial of our innocent Lord Francel from being, well, thrown to the witches.
Yeah. And we really need him to live. He's important later.
Oh yeah, he is very important. He's like one of the most important NPCs out there that isn't connected to the main game per se.
Yeah.
Or the main MSQ, but yeah. Oh boy!
Oh no.
Oh yes.
We're gonna have to be pretty.
Yes, I'm afraid we will. And I have no food. Why do I have no food? Did I eat all my food?
Yes.
I hope it was tasty.
I'm
I don't
through
remember
almost
it.
all of my food.
Bye. I'll see you later. Fortunately, everyone can watch on the little screen, assuming internet weather cooperates.
Yes. Hail, Rena. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Commence battle for in the eyes of gods and men. Proceed. Joaquin Charlemagne Francel de Hallenart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Helone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortan, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hashifan. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Hashifan has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Hashifan arrives, Ladonia. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor.
But I can snicker snap the other guys between the ribs, right?
Like. I'm just going to...
Rule 1, go after the healer first.
To get all of their attention on me.
And the Inquisitor's just standing there.
Do not suffer archers to live. Yep. I was just gonna tap him on the head all gentle-like, you know?
With an axe?
Yep.
Oh, here comes Hashifan.
Be very gentle.
Oh, and here comes more...
He'll be too unconscious for it.
Other things.
Indeed. In the name of House Fortams, I insist that you I demand that you lay down your arms. By this deed, you do disgrace your line, Lord Hashifan.
Someone summoned a Wyvern! Who is unkillable!
Yeah. That's not looking good.
Yeah, go after the healer first.
Chirurgeon?
No, I don't want to stay there.
Probably not. Mr. Unyielding is starting to yield.
This wyvern is annoying! And he's running! Running like the dog he is!
He doesn't run too far. But yeah, not exactly unyielding, is he? this will not be forgotten. And the wyvern runs now.
And the wyvern fails. Bye, Mr. Wyvern!
He turns around, starts a AoE, and despawns.
Nice.
Draconian Rosary.
What do we have here? It's there. It's just very small in the snow.
And that was dropped by Mr. Unyielding. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hallenart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Well, there's this rosary that your Guardian just dropped. By the fury, a draconian rosary, then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Harshiffon. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Frenzel pending further investigation. I trust that you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Corythus, Ladonia. Pray locate your errant airship and use it.
That kind of was the plan.
Lord Harshiffon, I have not the words to express my gratitude. Why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hallenart. Praise Helene, it did not come to that. But profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Ladonia. Rena, pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated.
Indeed, dear. He's always kind of had that, oh, you. Do what you need to do and leave. Now. That wasn't
Yesterday,
a please.
if possible.
Oh, right. There we go.
Cute. Look well, Ladonia, Rena. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Frenzel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortin and House Hallenart shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise.
Congrats!
Yep, that's all three at 39 now.
Not me. I've got 2 at 38 and 1 at 40.
Right then. Admittedly, White Mage is almost at 40.
White Mage has about half a level to go for me. We shall see.
The final flight of the Enterprise. Lord Harshiffon would like to introduce you to his witness. The man with knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you.
I pray it does too. Because it's kind of cold and I'd like to leave this area because, well, it's kind of cold. I don't want the tips of my ears to get frostbite.
Yeah. Discomposed cataloger. No, not the Gobu Sproutling.
He's go-delicious.
How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francil is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kaortha several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Herchifon is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few? In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend.
Well, that's more information than we had before. A lot more, actually. Oh, look, a new quest.
A new side quest. Outside. Do we want to go get it?
I think that will kind of go in line with this one, if memory serves me correctly.
Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I shall write a letter to Lord Drillima of Whitebrime Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francil to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys. May Helone guide you.
Thank you very much for your help. Now let's get that side quest. Hi, Marshmallow. He's had enough of this. He wants to get out of the cold.
He's feeling Draught Chocobo envy.
Can't blame him for that one either.
A cup of joy. Sir Ariel of House Hallinart wishes to thank the Lord of House Fortom, and only an adventurer can pull off such a fraught exchange.
A moment, if you will. You are the adventurers who cleared Lord Francil's good name, are you not? Allow me to thank you. His lordship is House Hallinart, you see, and unjust as it was, he was born under a waning moon. Yet, what was a thin must eventually grow fat. I would thank Lord Herchifon as well, but I should not like to be seen as currying favor for either myself or my house. I would present him with a gift under your name, if you are amenable. I have selected a bottle of nectar for his lordship. Will you collect it from the wine cellar downstairs and deliver it to Megulst in the kitchen? The wine cellar is called Emmanuel, and the bill has been settled. Someone likes his tipple. Emmanuel?
Ladonia Frith, Rena Frith, I must be rising in the world to have custom of the most famous adventurers of these parts. How may I serve? Sir Arel sent you? Of course, here is the bottle she ordered, and a fine choice, if I may say so. This nectar was mixed with the blessed water of the Weeping Saint, sweet and iceless even in deep winter. It was no mean feat procuring such a choice liquor with the road snowbound, but I aim to please.
And while we're here, Mr. Merchant and Minter, will you repair us? Ooh, I didn't need much repairs. Well, no, that's looking pretty decent. And that's looking pretty
Not much
decent.
dropped.
Yeah, okay, we're looking good. Always keep your gear in order.
Mm-hmm.
Megistel? Well, if it isn't Rena and Ladonia Frith, everyone's talking about you, you know? Looking for a place to hide. No, actually,
No.
we're here to deliver spirits.
Yes, Denifin's Joy, a rare, expensive intoxicant made with the water from the Weeping Saint.
Sweet goodness! Denifin's Joy! I haven't seen one of these since upon the sideboard for many moons. This is too rich for your purse, I'd wager, so it must be from Orul. I guessed well, did I not? The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who stood with Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. They are like brothers, Lord Harjafon says. They bicker ceaselessly, but when they must remember to hold fast to one another when the safety of Ishgard is at stake. Thank you for delivering this, and serving as Sir Alder's decoy. Lord Harjafon has been quite deprived of his favored indulgence since the cold grew so fierce.
Now, I'm trying to remember. Do we know where the Weeping Saint is?
Yeah, we actually quest up there. It's up beyond Providence Point to the right of the Steel Vigil. It's that underground cave with the spring water.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Weeping Saint.
That's right. I remember that place now.
And we are off to Whitebrime Front. Woohoo!
At long last.
Question, do you want to change classes? Since that dinged?
Well, everything's 39 or better.
Oh.
This is like my lowest.
I'm actually
And
below you.
hold on a moment. You need to go south.
Oh, right. I need to talk to Lord Franza. My bad.
Right.
Silly Bunny is silly. Then again, today has not been a good day for directions for me.
Apparently not, no.
We went over to a friend's house to pick up something.
Got there perfectly fine.
Yeah, we got there perfectly fine. Got our masks on, properly observed 6 foot distances, picked up what we need to do, came on, met her new pupper who was all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and full of kisses. And then on the way home, I missed like 3 of our turns that I needed to, so it took longer than
more
normal.
like 2, but yes.
I at least knew the area enough to figure out how to get back on track without having to UE, but yeah, not the best performance from me as a driver. Okay, Francois.
Full to see you again, Ladonia. Rena, if there's anything I can do to repay you, name it.
Actually, we'd like a little letter of introduction so that we can get towards the Stone Vigil.
So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Hallinart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drellimont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Hallinart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, And towards you now as well.
Thank you very much.
All in a day's life for an adventurer, sadly.
Yeah, Cole, that's kind of what happened, is I got turned around. To be fair, this is the first time I've been out driving the car for a major distance since, like, a couple months now?
Yeah, since the last time we went there.
Yeah, mostly I just, like, get in the car and then head towards my shot appointments, which is like once every other week, and that's like, what, 4 blocks away?
Maybe.
Maybe 5.
They're trying to fate push us.
Yeah, our friend got a new pup. One of her dogs is definitely on the way out, so they kind of wanted to add someone to the pack who is young and sprightly to try and get the other dog that they have's attention away from the older dog and onto the pup. They're also training this pup to be an assistance dog because she has a lot, due to workman place accident, she is actually technically disabled. Actually, it's not technically. Her body's just kind of falling apart. And she's the main caregiver for the household. So having a dog that can just go, like, pick up keys and turn on lights and do basic training stuff is a godsend. As she puts it, this dog is the brightest dog she has ever dealt with in her life.
Hunt target?
Yes, hunt target. It's absolutely adorable, but this is also one of the types of dogs that you want to give a job to, because if you don't, you'll wake up one morning with it actually has successfully hotwired the car and taken it out for joyrides because it was bored.
If you don't give it a job, it'll give itself one.
Exactly. So, it's actually a shepherd, but yes, very, very smart. Fortunately, by the time we got there, she had kind of gotten it wound down enough to where kind of sat in its pin and go, oh look, stiff new person, lick, 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 lick. Okay, I'm going to collapse now. Flop.
Behind you.
Oh, right. I thought he was inside. I'm sorry. Too busy talking, not busy enough driving.
You ignored the doorman! You're being rude.
That's okay. He's going to be rude back, so, turnabout's fair play? Uh-huh.
You desire an audience with Lord Drillamon, do you? I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. Harshifan's letter. A glowing letter of introduction addressed to House Durandare. Francel's letter. A glowing letter of introduction addressed to House Durandare. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Harshifan and Francel. Is it a likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do? What to do? Let us in! That's what to do! Jeez! Ye of little faith. Sir Bernadier seems ill-inclined to help you. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamon's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. Well, gee, so are ours. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboys. Yes, Sir Alboys can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard.
I don't think it's so much as marital distress as much as he's out on the front and she's back in Ishgard.
Yes. Chocobo keep.
Unfortunately, there is no Aetheryte. Do we want to pause here and open up the leaves?
Can't.
Can't?
I don't have any level 40 classes.
Oh, he's a level 40 Leafmet, and of course I have a level 40. I'm sorry. Okay, warn me when that opens up.
And over here...
Hello, Alphino.
Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the stone vigil without further delay. Yes, we're working on it. Trust me. Top Bun-Buns are on the job.
Sir Albacer? Sir Burndare bade you to speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help you, but I assure you that he was mistaken.
No, you were just the first person he could think of that wasn't him.
Lord Drillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranked knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for the head surgeon, Astenden. Why do you not visit the infirmary upstairs and show him that letter? Show that letter to him. No. Why do you not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? There.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! I can read. Kind of. Maybe.
Oh, good.
As I stumble completely and utterly over Ishgardian naming conventions.
Yeah, well, there is that.
I'm sure if any employee of Square Enix was watching this, they'd be face-planting about now.
Anybody who knows basic French would be face-planting about now.
Which would not include me! Sid, how you doing, my man?
If the Enterprise is indeed inside the Stone Vigil, then we must convince Lord Drillamon to cooperate. Working on it. Were you here to visit a patient, madam? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortom and Halinar. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Ergodona. He should know Lord Drillamon's current whereabouts.
Really? We could have just walked in the front door on our own. Humph. Runabout. 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 Yes, yes, there is.
Mm-hmm.
This is the voyage of the airship Enterprise.
Yep.
On its 5-year mission to be snow-locked inside of Corythus.
Yeah. On his 5-year mission as a snow globe.
Yes.
Actually, you want to check the others?
Ah. Fossiling?
I have a plan to retake the Stone Vigil, but a mountain of problems to solve before I can even go to my commander. A man dreams of glory, but an army must think of success.
Ignilmont?
Ignimort. Something, yeah. Strategy, sticky flummery, a spear held thusly, dragon skewered thusly. What need for a plan beyond this, I ask? Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah. I think I'm like with Falcion. Brudenal?
What reason have you for burging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillamont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Derendare is, as a whole, does not hold adventurers in high regard. You'd best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Okay, here's our pitch.
I have a problem.
What? Oh no.
It's a level 39 quest.
Yes, you have a problem.
Now, with that said, I don't know if you can see my XP bar.
No. Well, actually, hold on a moment. Woohoo! Oh yes, anthill time!
Yeah, let's go anthill. But it does mean that White Mage is very much on the way out. We're gonna have to run something later with her.
Yep.
Because White Mage is like halfway. We need a fate. Oh, we could totally do that one. Let's see if we can get there in time. It's got 6 minutes. I think we could do it in 6 minutes.
Freeze is coming?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We're not doing a Taste of Fear then.
We're not doing a Taste of Fear, which is a level 40.
Yes. We can do that, especially with 2 of us, but it would be a little more challenging. And that's not an easy fate, if I remember right.
And we are totally not doing the Eyes Have It, which spawns in the same location as this one.
Yeah, that was my first concern.
Let's
A
see if
freeze is coming.
Let me
The
sneak
fall
up
of
on
Dalamud
this.
brought an endless winter to the hills of Corythus, and with the cold there came creatures of pure ice whose mere existence further rhymes the land. Luton is one of those creatures. And we have a Dragoon helping.
We
How
have a
appropriate.
Dragoon! That's a better angle.
There you go.
Okay, I feel better now. Aw, you should have.
Congratulate. So what, you have 139, 140, and 138?
Yeah.
Whereas all 3 of mine are 39s, but White Mage is just shy of tipping over into 40. And Warrior's starting to get places in 39. Black Mage is now becoming the low one.
And we are doing
Okay,
the
up the
uncouth
stairs.
thing and riding our chocobo inside the tower.
Well, at least it's not tearing up the carpets.
This is true. What is... There are carpets to tear up?
Yeah, there's that one. There you go.
Hello, Miss Monsieur Drillamont.
Sir Gardena permitted your passage. Very well. Speak. Now, first of all, we have a couple of letters of introduction. They'd be ever so thankful if you listened. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Maybe?
We're crazy. Does that count?
We are the signs of the seventh dawn, Lord Drillima. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Corythus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nangarland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. You again? Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, Who should appear in Whitebrime front but 3 mysterious strangers? I'm sorry, we forgot the frankincense and myrrh. We have gold, though. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 scions of the 7th Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the stone vigil, but I know we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this murmurous farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. Could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Said Ladonia, Rena, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillamon's trust. Understood? No dungeon tonight.
No, we get... Oh, look,
We get
more
busy
side
work
quests.
Yep.
Really, Lord Drillamon, can't we do better?
Haman is the nation which is the nation which is warred with its neighbors, but our neighbors are dragons, relentless and merciless creatures. Through generations of conflict and sacrifice, we have honed our warcraft with fire and blood. All to survive, all to triumph. Anything less, and we would not be here today. Thank you for that inspiring speech, which is beside the point.
Oh, listen.
What is it? I'm not in the habit of chattering while on duty. Unless you have pertinent business, be gone.
What do you do here?
I'm a knight sworn to the service of House Durandare. The name may mean little unless to an outsider. It has the distinction of being one of the high houses of Ishgard. Under its proud standard, I have fought the dragons in more campaigns than I have fingers to count. Beasts though they may be, their cleverness and cunning are not to be scorned. If our people are to know peace, we must destroy every last one of the accursed creatures.
What kind of place is this? Like we didn't already know?
I want to say something to that last statement, but that'd be spoilers all the way down.
Yeah, no spoilers. I know it's hard. It's kind of difficult. Makes your ears burn, but no spoilers.
Whitebrime Front has ever been a key outpost in the war against the dragons, and even more so now that the Stone Vigil has fallen. But you may be assured that we do not mean to sit idly by. House Durandare has called its banners, and all its sworn swords and lances are amassing to retake the Stone Vigil. When our forces finally march, see to it that you are not underfoot.
Yes, sir. Sir? Sir. Oh, look! Mr. Fossilin has a quest of...
Run, Fido, run. Unlike other more menial tasks, Sir Fossilin would set you a mission of some importance. Adventurer. I hear some of my brother knights have made of you a drudge. Fie, by the Fury, set your sights higher. I have for you a gallant mission. Slay the Dravanian outwatches on Tremel our steps. They are as dogs, cherishing the Dravanians in the wordless forests of their minds, every thought a fairy ring that vanishes by nightfall. Brandish these dragon scales when the outwatches are near, and they will come.
Yes, Gold. Sometimes it's really painful, but no spoilers. Or at least trying. We're very trying.
This
Just
is
ask
a
your
spoiler-free
chocobos.
zone.
Farquina? Are peeps? What are you doing on out of my camera? Thank you.
The King Rat must die. Fosquene finds himself besieged by the mighty Rat King and seeks an adventurer's assistance. We've got a rat problem, and if nothing's done about it now, we shall soon have a supply problem and a plague problem. They're no more content with the kitchen than the potboy is, and have a run of the outpost. They feed off our scraps, unwanted guests at a meager feast. See if you can't have a good look around and roust up a few to slay. Really? We're level 39 and we're back to rat catching?
Yep.
Wow, I see what the other guy meant by treating us as drudges.
Yep. Patrick, what are you doing here?
I keep my fresh ingredients outside. Tried bringing them back once. Come morning they were hard as rock and just about as tasty. And should we do something about those rotting vegetables?
Yeah, I think we should.
Oh, good lord, that's a lot of side quests. I finally looked at my mini-map. I think the side quests are breeding faster than the rats. Few good men. A good commander looks to his men rather than his betters, and Sir Jontremont, one such knight, seeks your help. A word, if I may, adventurer. As much as it pains me to say this, I must. Go to the gates of judgment, deliver a petition to Sir Marcelin. Tell him we need reinforcements. The common folk are toil-worn from the constant skirmishes with the dragons, and the mood grows dark in the front. We teeter on a knife's edge and will surely fall.
My toes growing all black and cold. Oh, that's a bad sign. That is such a bad sign. Oh, look, more rotten vegetables. They're rotten.
Who left them here?
Not me. Oh, they're down below. That's right.
But of course.
And this one's up above.
I said,
Charmaine?
loves hard labor. But Charmaine the surgeon seeks is an infusion for her ailing infirmary, but she will settle for an adventure instead.
Ah, the poor soul. She had a betrothed, yet she will die without hearing his voice speak the words of passing. He deserted, you see, on the eve of the battle with the dragons. Now he languishes in the dungeons. I cannot give her more time. Not with such medicines as I possess, at any rate. At the very least, take word to her love, Lawrence, that he might say such prayers as he is able. Phrygia? Lawrence, please, be safe. Aw, poor girl.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do we want the other door? Or is there another door? Yeah, I think we want this door.
Indeed.
Haciendo.
Cleaning out the dead. For some like the pushful Sir Unsandal, an adventure is not but a scullion for a task most macabre. Gee, thanks.
Oh, adventurers! I claim your time in the name of the Holy See. Search the body downstairs for personal effects and deliver the lot to the gates of judgment. He was a heretic in life. You need not be gentle. Usually we
Thanks.
leave the carcass for the crows, but as you well know, there's been some trouble as of late, and now we're told to rifle through these lousy pockets. Low work it is, and I leave it to you. You'll find naught but bits. I'll win. Warrant? Gee, thanks.
Yeah, she's all heart.
Fredulwa?
Can't keep guys open. Card game. Ran late. I lost anyway. What rotten login.
Go to bed.
Yeah, he needs a proper burial.
Now, I will note there's a Rogaden lad here, way out in Whitebrime front.
Yep.
What's he doing here?
Squats.
And here's Lawrence.
Can an adventurer want with a man whose purse is empty and name besmirched? What? Words of passing. No, they said she was on the mend. If you've ever loved, hear me. There is something hid in the far southeast of here. You shall know it by the sign. Take it to her church, and I beg you.
Yeah, he there's what, maybe an inch there? Now, admittedly, Rogadens tend to actually be taller than Ellison, which is amazing, let me tell you, but not by much. And the last fellow is Boyle.
Ah.
Yeah, he's hiding in here.
An augury of innocence. When a chance to see a real-life heretic presents itself, how could an adventurer resist? Visit with Boyle and see what rattles his cage today. Ah, finest of spectator sports. Do you not see? Do you see the great dragons? Dravanius Mundi has risen. Bend the knee, bondswoman, before our righteous conquerors. They sent you, I know. A slave or a servant, those are the choices. So many voices. I must make an offering. Quickly, bondswoman. Tell the slave for Dela to send a fatted calf. Give him.
Okay, for Dela.
Boyle wants another sacrifice, eh? That crazy unbelieving son of a troll. He won't shut up when he gets in this state. Makes these dungeons a living hell, believe you me. Here, just give him this dead rat. That'll keep him quiet for a bit. He does these rituals, you know? Fear turns the stomach, but anything for a little peace.
Ew!
Very ew.
And why are we helping with this?
For peace and quiet. Bondswoman, I see the thrall Fertila has prepared for us the fatted calf. The Dragon Lords will be most pleased. Dead rat. Even after death, its beady eyes glare at you with what can only be described as deep-seated hate. The feeling's mutual. Beautiful. Hmm? Innocent? My moo cow. Don't tell them you're innocent. It's worse that way. Oh, Dravanius Mundi, accept this offering and let me be reborn in flames. You don't want to be reborn in that little cell.
Actually, I wonder... Ooh, finish this off and let me state something.
Pine pitch, pig's fat, dry brush, rock oil. Don't forget hair. Hair burns. But a little bronze rattle Ed he loved so well. That only melts. That only melts. Yeah.
I'm wondering... He's talking about Dravanians.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if he's tempered by Bahamut. He acts it.
Maybe?
He just didn't have anything to connect Bahamut to the Lambs of Dalamud as opposed to the Dravanian unbelievers. I'm surprised he hasn't been dropped off the witch drop. Really.
Yeah. Finally some peace. I tell you, some of these unbelievers seem normal enough at first, but they show their true face after the Inquisitors get to work on them. Best not consort with them that's in the dungeons, eh? Or maybe he's just been one too many rounds with the rack.
That's also possible. He's kind of broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Graha is actually short for Makode. Hello, rotted vegetables. We have come to collect you and get rid of the rats.
Unrot you. We're on a de-rotting mission.
I know where this one leads.
Oh, searching the forest?
Oh, that's one. The other is over here. Because it wasn't just the rats we had to go after. We have to go after the king rat, who is hiding. Did I go the wrong way? Did I miss a step? Martha, was I going up the stairs or down the stairs?
You missed a step. Speak with Fosquina.
Ah. Yeah, I missed a step. I'm sorry. Okay, Mr. Fosquina, we at least got rid of the little rats and all those icky vegetables. Why do we have icky vegetables outside the kitchen?
Good and well. That's fewer of the vermin to get at our larder. They remain too numerous, however. There must be a large nest somewhere down below. Kill the king rat, and the common rats will lose heart. Something both we and the dragons know well. I've tracked the rats as well as I can. They look to slip outside as often as not. There must be an opening that leads to the nest, somewhere outside the stronghold.
Okay, now we go outside. Sorry, I was a step too early. My bad.
Meow.
There's our little nestling.
You feel beady eyes upon you.
He's not that beady! No more rat for you!
Interesting rat design.
Looks like a tailless chinchilla. Hello, Mr. Chinchilla. I will kill you later. An alchemic concoction.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing where the last one needed to go.
Oh! We missed
Where
it.
are you going? Oh, that's right. That's right. We need to do a couple of things at the Steps of Faith.
Yes. Yes, indeedy how.
State your business. Sack of effects, the worldly possessions of a heretic delivered from his sins. Ah, the leavings of unbelievers, most excellent. You've served with honor. Let us hope there is to be found here a clue. Long have I hated unbelievers, but no more, for they too serve the Fury. If not in life, then in death. What ruth has Haloni to grant them such a chance?
You, apparently. Though I'm not sure about that. Unfortunately, I can't see the gear for either of these. But they're gray, so I'll take the silver. Yeah, give me the money. I can always buy them later if I need to.
Ready?
Rubble Rouser.
So I will note we're approaching 11, and this one quest has generated 2 more. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Rubble Rouser. Sir Chalonais believes that removing debris is beneath an Ishgardian's dignity. Brother Knight has recently explained your kind to me. As a sellsword lacks honor, so does an adventurer lack discernment. No task is too menial, that no cause is worthy enough. I have need of one of such as you. In their boundless depravity, the Dravanians have lashed out against the gates of judgment. Pawing at the rubble would be more than any true Ishgardian could bear, yet removed it must be. This shall be your task. You're
All
a horrible
heart.
person.
You are all heart. We shall turn in with Marceline. And by the way, you can take a look out and see the gate of slowly extending towards everything.
Yeah, kinda.
You can actually fly out that direction. It's kind of neat.
Now, when you can fly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What business have you here? Speak quickly. A request for what from the Whitebrime front? Wary? Wary are they? Cravens and fools. Tell Jandramon to take that knife edge and cut the throats of every knight who professes himself too tired to do his holy duty. Hang any peasant who dares plain over his singed pigs. Begone, ill messenger. Whitebrime front will be fortunate if I do not reduce their allotment of supplies for this outrage.
Well, aren't you just a happy camper?
He's all heart.
Totally.
Also, we don't need to go that far.
I figured we'll pick up the next one and then head back to Camp Dragonhead for Rust State.
Okay.
Lonnie?
The pecking order. Sir Luan would have you cull birds for the sake of all that is holy.
And I think this one is mine. Yep, she's mine.
Yeah.
Adventurer, idleness ill becomes a woman so hale. Go slay us 5 ballisters that nest in these parts. The crusade consumes the knights of Ishgard, body and soul. To you shall go such moils as we can not stoop to. But to that end, we have to enjoy some success, if the tales be true. Your presence is a part of Haloni's plan for us. The Fury be praised. Right, go kill birds. Got it. Well, you're gonna have to wait a week. as we make our way back to Camp Dragonhead, where at least there's a nice warm fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, sun's coming out. Nice.
Put on your snow glasses.
Yeah, it'd be easy to get snow blindness around here.
Yeah.
Remember, Chocobos came first. The Blood Elves and their mounts, that was actually a rip-off of FF's Chocobos. Hey, yo, mind if I have a seat here? Nice and cozy. In any case, thank you all very much for joining us. We're going to pause here for the week. As a reminder for folks, we will not be streaming tomorrow, even though we initially said we would, because tomorrow is going to be All Worlds maintenance, and Final Fantasy XIV is serious about their maintenance. They can be down for 12 to 14 plus hours at a time for maintenance because of the cross-world
I don't
server
think this
system.
one will be that long, but it will start about half an hour after we'd start, so we wouldn't get anything done.
With that said, we're going to stream the news story content dealing with the Bosja Rebellion on Tuesday, starting at 9:30 Pacific. Please come join us as we die and weep horribly at new Bosja stuff. Because the story is good, but oh man, because that area is such a grind. In any case, thank you very much for joining us. We, short of streaming during the week for Bosja stuff, we will return next Saturday for more Heaven on High, where we push into the floor 70s and 80s. Knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll return here Sunday for more Bun Bun Time. You guys have a great evening. Be well, stay safe, get a good night's sleep,
Stay warm.
Hope it's definitely stay warm. And
Stay
hope
warmer
to
than the buns are.
Yes. See you on Tuesday. Good night, all.
Yes, everyone have a great night.